And I'm going to say hello, everybody. This is Reverend Jerry Hobby with Spiritual Enlightenment and Truth Focus Ministry. I'm so happy to be with you today. And the reason I'm happy is today it's a grand and glorious day. And if it is grand and glorious, that means that you are grand and glorious. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the day off with a special song from one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, John Stringer, and to remind you that you are always welcome here. Take it away, Amber.
There is a space in my heart where I find the truth. I find me in you, a truth beyond what you may see now. But when we are one, we bring more good about. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah. There is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love, welcome to peace, welcome to our community. Be who you are, let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. See with new eyes, allow and unfold, embrace and let go, trust the flow. There's a freedom in love when you follow your heart. Together we are stronger than we could ever be apart. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah. There is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love, welcome to peace, welcome to our community. Be who you are, let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. Breathe in and out. Slowly feel all that's around you. All that you feel, all that you know. Let it go. Welcome to love, welcome to peace, welcome to our community. Be who you are, let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. Yeah, when we unite. Oh, we unite. Yeah, yeah, when we unite. Oh, yeah. You are welcome here. Love is welcome here. Peace is welcome here. You are welcome
And you truly are welcome here. And today we get an opportunity to just move deeper into a greater understanding about ourselves, about life, our relationships with each other, and how we support good in the world. So I'm going to bring forth now our wonderful practitioners extraordinaire. We're going to start off, first of all, with Reverend Larry Hobby, and we're so grateful for him and the gift that he brings. And then we're going to start off, and then we're going to have a special prayer from practitioner Sandy. And you're going to love her background with those beautiful roses, which represents gentleness, which represents love and deep meaning and wisdom. So let's bring them forth right here and right now.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday to you. Today's reading is from Ernest Holmes 365. I partake of the nature of God. The Spirit of God hath made me, and the breath of the Almighty hath given me life. That's from Job 33:4. No one can doubt that God is perfect. But Jesus said, be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. And he had already located heaven within. He also said, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven, by which he meant that when we do the will of God, earth will be like heaven, that is, the without will be like the within, for the two really are one. And therefore our claim, our affirmation, our prayer, and our acceptance, our communion with the infinite should always be based on the realization that God is in and through his creation, as well as around and about it. When we make this claim, we are not speaking from the standpoint of the little, isolated ego that we appear to be, but rather we are acknowledging, accepting, and agreeing with the perfection that already exists. You and I had nothing to do with the creation of this perfection. We did not think it up or plan it out or cause it to be. For this, we should be profoundly grateful. For the human mind is finite, limited. Our claim, rather, is one of identifying ourselves with the divine, recognizing its presence and accepting its action in our lives, and realizing that God is all there is, that God is perfect, and that God is right where I am. I gratefully acknowledge and accept my own perfection. Seeing and knowing myself as God must see and know me. I boldly claim the perfection of God to be my own perfection. There is nothing separate from the divine. I am one with it, and I am one in it, and I am one of it. It flows through me and is my life. I am rooted in its completion, its wholeness. God is my life, and my life is God, and there's nothing else. Therefore, anything that claims to be something else, I repudiate. I deny. I separate myself from everything that contradicts the nature of my being, and simply and sincerely, with complete relaxation, accept that which God has given me and myself. And so it is.
Practitioner Sandy.
Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful reading. Well, there was a prayer implicit within it, all the steps of prayer, all the manifestations of thoughts of prayer. And you know, Spirit is all around us. It's in the roses when I took this picture from my background. Spirit is safety, security, protection, community being common unity. It is love, peace of mind, serenity in the heart, happiness, easy joy, yes, clarity and peace in the moment. All of this and more the infinite everything. That's what spirit is. And I'm made from it. I am within it, and it is outside of me as well. And I know that spirit learns more about itself through me every day, every night, every moment. And I learn more about myself in my awareness of and my alignment with this divine spirit. And this is true for each person here, and frankly, for every person in the world and every animal too. Yes, I am fully aligned with this divine spirit. And so I speak my word into spirit's divine law of love, 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 love. There is enough love for everyone. We are going forward within this eternal truth. Yes, love is an eternal truth. Compassion for one another, and peace and joy in the world, in all nations, in all households, in all hearts. So I know that today is a wonderful day. Reverend Jerry's talk is so inspiring, so meaningful, as it always is. Reverend Larry's reading, Amber Guzman's music, everything that she does to bring us to Zoom, and yeah, Zoom too, everything that Zoom does to bring us together and allow us to spend time with each other and be thankful and communicate and happy to be with one another as we feel the spirit push out the energy around us, thus making room for the new conditions coming into our lives. Sweetly, softly, little cats speak sometimes, softly, with a little more visibility, sound, and energy at other times. Nevertheless, always renewed. I thank everyone on this call as well. And if there's anything I haven't said, I know spirit feels the rest, and I feel spirit calling it back from me. So I just say how thankful I am for all of this. And I know everyone here shares that emotion and feeling, that quality of spirit. And I release this to the mind and the action of spirit and the action of the law. Please say along with me, and so it is, and now it is. Amen. I mean, Ashe. Amen. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, Sandy, and thank you for that magnificent prayer. Amen. I mean, Ashe. Thank you so much. Wow, isn't that wonderful? So today is a glorious day, and because it is a glorious day, um, I it was intentional in terms of when we talked about music and what that music is all about. So I have a special treat for you. This is our invocation today. We're going triple whammy today. I call it triple whammy because it's a lining up of the truth and an affirmation of the truth from practitioners. We've heard from Reverend Larry, the spiritual reading, and of course, in heaven. I love that in heaven and the meaning for the meaning behind that, which is very, very powerful. And then we had an opportunity to hear practitioner Sandy, and that was a very powerful prayer. And we're going to go into prayer again. And we're going to use musicality for our prayer. And the reason we like to use the musicality for our prayer is to support the anchoring within our consciousness, the anchoring of the truth of who we are. Because, I want you to remember, and this is the most important part, is for us to remember that we are so much more than we appear to be. We are divine expressions of the infinite. And being divine expressions of the infinite, we are called to show up and to be a beneficial essence in the world. And that's the only reason we show up every Sunday, is to remember that truth, to nurture that truth, and allow that truth to show up. So we're going to share this special song. And this song is dedicated to you, True Colors. And it's coming to us via Amber Guzman, our wonderful tech extraordinary and wonderful musician and soloist. And I'm going to tell you something about her a little bit later. I have a special announcement. And next week, I think you need to be here because it's going to be very, very special. But we're going to start off, and this song is dedicated to you. It is True Colors, one of my favorite songs. Take it away, Amber.
Shaking. You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged. Oh, I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all. The darkness inside you can make you feel so small. Show me your smile then. Don't be unhappy.
that extraordinary true colors like a rainbow. Now, I want to acknowledge Amber. I want to acknowledge her husband, Ed. That was a combination, and that was done. How many years ago was that, Amber? I think
So
she
many.
was
Probably about 7 or 8.
about 7 or 8 years ago. And that one, I had many choices when it came to that song. But what I'm talking about is this is about awakening. And Cyndi Lauper is one of my favorite artists. And I just love the rawness of her and the beauty of spirit expressing through her and the creativity. And this is the essence of what we're looking for. It's because we're looking at the authenticity within us all. And the more that we embrace the authenticity within us all the other isms that are taking place in the world, they begin to fall away. So I have a special, there's a special song, a special meditation I wanted to share with you today. And what makes this meditation um, wonderful. Okay, beautiful. What makes this meditation wonderful is that it's a reflection of a world that can work for everyone. And this particular meditation was done by a young man. His name is Tavian, and I'm so proud of him. This is how we live life. And I want to give you a little backstory on this young man. I met this young man, I guess maybe 6 years ago. And I'm part of the fan club, the Tavian fan club. I met him because I went to this thing that had never ever taken place. It was called Celebrating Our Soul. And it was something we created during COVID. And I met this young man, and just a sweet young man. And we started talking, and I could see he was growing in a wonderful way. Well, this young man just recently graduated from high school. Let's give him a hand. In addition to graduating from high school, he's on his way to Morgan State University. His desire is to be a documentary producer. He's one of those deep thinkers. He's paying attention to what's happening in the world. And in addition to paying attention to it, he's bringing creativity. And I think somebody told me today that they thought I was a medium mogul. Oh no, I'm just scratching the surface. This young man is going places. And I wanted to share with you what happens when we nurture goodness within ourselves, when we nurture goodness within others. And so he's been a part of this thing I came up with a few years ago. It's called Youth Academy. And this Youth Academy is a thing where we bring forth students that are part of the New Thought all over the country. And he's been one of them. We bring in the best of the best, we expose them to the best of the best. And the purpose of it is to shape them, to support them in being whom they have been called here to be. I remember when I was a little girl, I would have loved to have had an opportunity like this. But we can always create those opportunities in the world. So I'm very excited to share with you this wonderful um, share. It's a meditation he created. This was in honor of Black History Month, and he was given a power to work with, and he was also given a historical person to work with. And as a result of that, he created this wonderful short meditation, a guided meditation, and it is based on understanding. And that's the theme for the month, understanding. Take it away, Amber.
I'd like everyone to be still. Close your eyes and just breathe in. Breathe out and breathe in. Breathe out. And now allow yourself to settle in this space. Right here, right now. There is nowhere else you need to be. Nothing else you need to do. Just focus on your breath. And as you sit in this moment now, gently ask yourself, what do you need to support you on your sacred journey of life? What is it that your spirit needs here today? Maybe you need peace. Maybe you need strength. Maybe you just need some rest. Maybe you need clarity. Right now, you don't have to search too hard. And again, just breathe in and breathe out. The noise of the day soften. Let distractions drift away. And if thoughts come into your mind too, that's okay. Simply notice them and return again to your breath. Feel yourself becoming calm. Feel yourself becoming one with the space you're in. And now take a deep breath in this time. Hold it, and breathe out. And now, I'm going to gently invite you to bring yourself back into this space. Becoming aware again of the room, feeling grounded, feeling present. And as you bring yourself back into the space, just remember, you can always return here. You can always bring yourself back to quiet your mind, to quiet your understanding through one simple. And just always remember that Christ Spirit is within you, always present, always guiding, and always near. And now, for one last time, take one more deep breath in. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes.
That was Tavian. Let's give him some love. There we go. We're going to give him some love. How rich, how wonderful, and how very powerful and engaging. This is the way we begin to shape and open the world up in a wonderful way. Our theme this month is it is whole no matter what. And our theme today is who I am reflects how I am. So, beloveds, I'm going to greet you one more time. I'm going to honor you as visionaries. And this is what we do at Spiritual Enlightenment and Truth Focus Ministry. We are engaging beings where, regardless of how old we are or who we are, it's about nurturing the authentic that is alive within us. So we welcome you to the theme this year, which is the global thing is being open at the top and the infinite possibilities that are alive within you. And I have a special invitation. And that invitation is for you to continue to grow into your greater expression of life, your love, the spirit. Allow that to move through you. Allow it to engage you. This month, we are expressing whole, being whole no matter what. And so last week we did begin a journey that explored the fact that there are no bad parts of us. And we asked ourselves the question, can I honor and love all my parts, even the parts that I don't always necessarily like? We practiced listening, we practiced compassion, we practiced understanding, and we remembered that wholeness is not something we are chasing. Wholeness is something that we are allowing to reveal itself. That's what we're here to do. And this week, the journey continues because we began by making peace with ourselves. So the question becomes, how do we show up in the world? How do we show up in our relationships? And how do we allow truth, the truth of who we are, to show up on the inside as well as on the outside? And how do we reflect how we are with others? How do we get to be? How do we show up? And so the big question is, how do I reflect how I am with others? The great I am, allowing it to express itself. So the contemplative question today is, or this week is, what would life be like if I was authentically myself in every relationship? You know, and I'm going to say this, the universe smiles all the time, and it is always with us. That is a question I'm going to say that will probably linger with you all week. So I want you to pay attention. Do not ignore it, but pay attention. And this month, we're going to continue working with the spiritual faculty of understanding. Understanding allows us to look deeper, to see beyond appearances, and to see beyond the mask, because sometimes we carry these masks and we continue to mask things. And because sometimes the question is not, why am I like this? Sometimes the deeper question is, what part of me learned it was safer to hide? We're uncovering the truth. Understanding creates space for compassion. And compassion creates space for authenticity. And authenticity creates space for deeper connection. So there's this person by the name of Brian Blachta, and he reminds us that sometimes we spend so much energy criticizing ourselves, trying to be perfect, trying to meet impossible expectations, and trying to prove that we are enough. But what if we allowed ourselves to be perfectly human? Perfectly human means I'm still learning, I am still growing, I can make mistakes and still be worthy of love. So when we stop fighting ourselves, when we take and we make peace in the internal wars, we create a space for love. We create a space for spirit and more space to multiply and express unconditional love, not only with ourselves, but also with others. So, beloved, this is a story, and I want to share a story with you that I haven't shared in many years. It's one of my favorite stories, and it is the story about the water bearer and these two pots. We call it crackpot. And one top, excuse me, was perfect. It just performed well. And then there was Crackpot. And of course, Crackpot had a lot of flaws. And it went through life carrying a lot of shame, the burden of shame, and all of these different things there. So the water bearer would go to the stream with the pots, carry the pots there. They would linger at the stream, and he would gather the water. And while they're at the stream, Crackpot had a conversation with the water bearer, apologizing for all of the things, his flaws, and all of those things there. The water bearer was wise, and the water bearer listened intently. And says, I apologize. I'm so ashamed. Every time you fill me with water, by the time I get back, and we were talking about going back to the master's house. In my father's house, there are many mansions. What do we bring to that space, that house? I'm talking about the house of the divine that lives within us. And he says, I really apologize. The water bearer listened intently, and the water bearer says, on our way back, I want you to pay attention to the roads as we're traveling. And he paid attention. And he began to leak. And he had a lot of energy. You ever had that experience? You have a flaw and you keep going back. Oh no, 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 no. But it's about allowing your true colors, the true colors to show up. And so when they got back almost to the master's house, the water bearer said, did you notice anything on the road? I did leak. I leaked a lot. But did you see anything else? Oh, yes, I saw these beautiful flowers. And the water bearer said, I knew about that. And we made preparations. And it is perfect because you provide the means for these beautiful flowers to fill the master's house. There's a true color within each and every one of us. And that true color is the part of us that we get to discover and we get to grow in terms of our understanding. So I want to ask you a question. How many times have you judged the very places where spirit was allowing something to happen? Sometimes we go through life and we're focused on the problem and we forget that there is a grand opportunity there to grow, to expand, and to be more of a beneficial presence in the world. The thing that made us is always there to support us and bless us. It may have been part of the journey. It may have been part of how we cultivate and grow in terms of our understanding, our compassion, and develop our compassion, develop our wisdom. And part of that is it supports us. So I'm remembering my mom right now. And sometimes it seemed like my mom and I would butt heads. I know that many of you may not know anything about that, but that's part of being in relationship with people. And she says, keep living. And I'm looking at life in a different way when I was that young person that thought I knew it all. This is part of life when we grow in our understanding. So embrace our flaws because that embrace supports us. Today, I'm able to be more of a beneficial presence, to be a mentor. That was identified in me many, many years ago, but I may not have grown in my capacity back then in terms of how I've grown now. So experience is wonderful, and the cracks in our life may be the opportunities for us to grow and allow our beauty and our true colors to show up. Prentice Hittenfeld reminds us that Authenticity isn't a personality trait that people simply possess. It is a way we decide to be. Authenticity is a practice. It's a choice. It is a willingness to discover who we are. And many of us learn to wear masks. We put these masks on. I've got to look perfect. The mask of perfection. I'll be embarrassed if such and such happens. The mask of having it all together, and that mask of never needing help. The mask of always being strong, not allowing for any mistakes. And sometimes we make up stories about the mistakes that are going to happen that may not even necessarily show up. I'm just sharing with you. This is part of our growth, our learning how to grow and to be fully present in the world. Okay? I believe that we are here and we are always supported because the universe, the back, the heaven within that Reverend Larry spoke of is always active. I have a belief that it is there to support us in being successful, and that the more that we cultivate that relationship, we'll be able to let go. And when we begin to let go, we'll be able to let go of the mask, let them fall aside, where we get to see the beauty. We'll be able to be a healing presence and allow for newness to show up in our relationships, because oftentimes we talk about the struggles in our relationships. They have a lot to do with our mask and being pretentious. And when we start to let them down, then we begin to open up. So understanding is an important part. And when we grow in our understanding and we began to choose, I love the beauty of practitioner Sandy's flowers in the background. And we were talking about the color and its meaning. Gently choosing where we are and how we're showing up is an important part. That's the meaning of that pink. And it supports us. Ernest Holmes tells us humanity and divinity will be identical when we recognize that humanity, divinity in humanity. We are divine beings here in this human experience, and there is divinity in this human experience. When we recognize that within ourselves, we become more available to recognize the divine within everyone. So I want you to pause right now. And as you pause, I want you to be aware. And I'm going to ask you a question. And that question is, when has your compassion for humanity supported you and helped you to move forward in your journey, where you can honor others? Just be with that. I want you to reflect also the value of that experience and how it shows up. Because sometimes we find ourselves stuck. And in our stuckness, we begin to show up and make up these stories that are not necessarily true. Everyone carries places in their lives for healing. But if we can see the beauty of spirit and the true colors within everyone, then it empowers us, it empowers them to move forward. It empowers us to allow for greatness to show up. So I'm going to invite us right now to just bring our attention to the heart, because growing in our understanding has a lot to do with heart work. And I want you to just breathe into your awareness right here, right now. Take a deep breath. And I want you to just be still with some questions. And these questions are, where have I been hiding? What parts of me is ready to be seen with compassion? And I'm going to invite you to silently affirm right now. I honor my humanity. I honor my divinity. And now I'm going to invite you to imagine extending that same compassion outward. The heaven within and the heaven without. Extend it right now to your family. Any member of your family that comes up where there appears to be any sense of separation. Let's amplify that presence and that light. And I'm inviting you to do the same thing within your community today. That community can be anywhere. It could be the places that you live, the places you work. Maybe it is just a collective group, a community of people that you are part of. Let's extend that grace there into the world. And now we honor our humanity and invite you now to just affirm in your heart, I honor my humanity. I honor my divinity. And may we meet each other beyond our mask, heart to heart, and soul to soul. Breathe that in right now. And beloved, I want you to remember who you are. I want you to remember these words here and affirm these words regularly. Who I am reflects how I am. The relationships that I create within myself becomes the energy that I bring to the world. This is what you bring to the world. And when we stop hiding from ourselves, we stop requiring others to hide from us. When we honor our humanity, we'll begin to recognize the humanity in others. And when we awaken to that divine me, the divine you, the divine presence, we can see divinity everywhere. There's divinity right now in the tree that I look at. There's divinity in the clouds that are surrounding us, that's creating a cover to soothe and cool the earth right here, right now in this space. So this week, we have a call to practice. And I want you to be mindful and intentional. And we're going to be very simple and simplistic with this call to practice. Amber's going to put it up on the screen right now. And you'll even notice our design is very, very simple this week. Okay. And I want you to take a moment and to notice without judgment. When do I feel free to be myself? Very simple. When do I feel free to be myself? And when do I feel the need to wear a mask? And then I want you to ask yourself this question. What is this mask protecting? And what does this part of me need? What would it feel like to show up a little bit more authentically. And then I'm going to invite you to practice seeing yourself and others through the eyes of understanding. You know, I want to share with you on my desk here. Let's see if I can pull it up right now. I have a lot here, a lot going on the desk. But I have this card that I look at periodically. My desk is full this week. This is me living authentically. And the question in there's this little card that says, how do you live your life when others are not looking? To try and be unseen and to put all that effort into it, it's daunting. And it takes and it zaps all the energy. And it helps us to forget why we are here in the first place. So I want you to pay attention to that, to live your life fully and to live it full out. So now we're going to go into our Afro incantation today. And when we move into this Afro incantation, I told you we're doing simplicity today. And with this simplicity, we allow the wisdom of spirit to show up. So I'm going to invite you to repeat after me with authority, with power, these holy and sacred words, because know that the words that you speak, these words that we're sharing today, are holy, they're sacred, and we're the watering. This is the watering of spirit, fulfilling itself. We're helping and nurturing the cracked pots within us all. So we begin right now. You can unmute yourself, and if you're on our social platform, feel free to unmute yourselves also. All right, are we ready? I know we're ready. And so with authority right now, I honor the fullness of who I am.
I honor the fullness of who I am.
I release the need to hide my light.
I release the need to hide my life.
I embrace my humanity with compassion.
I embrace my humanity with compassion.
I recognize the divine within myself and with others.
I recognize the divine in myself and others.
I allow spirit to express authentically through me.
I allow spirit to express authentically through me.
I am who I am reflects how I am.
I am who I am reflects how I am.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Let's do it again. My teacher says repetition is the mother of learning. And I guess he knows what he's talking about. I honor the fullness of who I am. I heard him smile.
I honor the fullness of who I am.
Come on, everybody. I release the need to hide my light.
I release the need to hide my light.
I release the need. I embrace my humanity with compassion.
I embrace my humanity with compassion.
I recognize the divine in myself and others.
I
I
recognize
recognize the divine in myself and others.
I allow spirit to express authentically through me.
I
I allow spirit to express authentically through me.
I am who I am.
I am who I
am who I am.
Reflects how I am.
Reflects how
I am.
And so it is.
So it is.
There it is at work. I don't know how it's editing, but it's doing what it needs to do. Let's do this a third time with authority. And let's create even more fullness. I want you all to continue to affirm with me out loud. Here we go. Ready? I honor the fullness of who I am.
I honor the fullness of who I am.
I release the need to hide my light.
I release the need to hide my light.
I embrace my humanity with compassion.
I embrace my humanity with compassion.
I recognize the divine in myself and in others.
I
I
recognize
recognize the divine in myself
others.
and others.
I allow spirit to express authentically through me.
I allow spirit
Spirit
to
to
express
express authentically
authentically through me.
I am a reflection of how I am.
I'm a
I'm a reflection of how I am.
So it is,
So it is.
So it is.
and now it is.
Now it
And
is.
now it is.
Amen.
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 Yes, yes, yes. So I'm going to invite you right now to just take a moment and breathe that in. And as you're breathing that in right now, I'm going to invite you to be intentional. Our next song, I forget what it is. It's an Amber song. Amber, what is the next song? Please help me remember.
This is me.
What was that?
This is me
This
from The
is-
Greatest Showman.
Okay, yes, 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 yes. See, I'm being authentic. I don't have to be perfect. And I want us to do that, to remember that we get to show up. So, this is a very important song. I want you to feel the energy and I want you to embrace the beauty of who you are. You may want to even take your hands, place your hands over your heart, and just honor yourself right now. And as you are honoring yourself, I'm also going to invite you, if you have something you would like for us to pray about. Crackpot was basically talking with a spiritual counselor, and Crackpot was making some things known. I think that there is a crackpot in each and every one of us that may have something that they would like prayer on. So I'm extending this opportunity for all of us now to place in the chat while you're listening to this song the things you would like for us to pray about. And we will continue to nurture you and support the watering of spirit within your life, allowing you to be who you have been called here to be. I know that you are beneficial energy and that love resides in you. Take it away, Amber.
To the musicians.
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are, but won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. And when the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. Sing along if you know it. Another round of bullets hits my skin. Will fire away, 'cause today I won't let that shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. We're warriors, yes, that's what we become. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, hey, 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 wanna cut me down. I'll send a flood of love, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised. This is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. Look out, 'cause here I come. Marching on, marching, marching on. This is me. I'm gonna send a flood. I'm gonna drown them out. This is me.
I'm just going to invite you right now to just be still. I'm wondering if you hear me. I'm trying to see myself. You can see me. Just breathe with me. And as we're breathing right here, right now, I'm just inviting you to acknowledge the power of the divine. I'm inviting you to acknowledge the beauty of spirit. I'm inviting you to just honor that beauty and that presence that is alive within you. And as you're honoring right here, right now, I invite you to take a deep breath. And as you take a deep breath right here, right now, I'm inviting you to acknowledge that wonderful presence, that wonderful light, that wonderful essence that is alive within you, that has never ever been hurt, harmed, or disturbed. And in this very moment here, right now, we take this moment to allow for something powerful to express itself. So I invite you right now to breathe with me. And as you're breathing, I'm inviting you to just allow. So in this very moment, I'm acknowledging this presence right now within the Stringfellow family. I'm acknowledging it and RJ on the sacred day. I know that it is for this moment he has been called. I'm acknowledging this divine presence and this presence of love in action, fulfilling itself right here and right now within Alfred Dana Evans. Divine expression of life filled with love, joy, beauty, allowing his light to extend and touch the world in powerful ways beyond what appears to be flaws. I'm acknowledging and allowing into this space right now families everywhere, acknowledging it within Kendall, the blessing of who he is, in the Mayo family. I acknowledge this divine presence everywhere. I'm acknowledging it as the sacred source. And that sacred source fulfills itself within the Redmond family. It's present right now, expressing itself and blessing itself. I acknowledge it right now within the Hart family. I'm acknowledging the love, the peace, the harmony, the presence that moves beyond, and allowing that divine consciousness to simply spill over. And in this spilling over, what I know is something grand is unfolding. I bring in the wonderful presence of all of our birthday people, Victoria, Reverend Larry. I'm remembering Unique, Renuka. I'm remembering that wonderful presence of Brianna, all of that, and the gift of life. And as I acknowledge this wonderful presence, we allow care here into this space. We know that the grace of spirit fulfills itself. And as we acknowledge that grace there, we acknowledge it also within ourselves. Because we are mirrors reflecting joy, love, peace, harmony, a creative spark, a divine blessing, bringing light, creating ease, allowing grace to express itself. And in this space of honor, in this space of love, I just acknowledge its power and its strength. I know that power and that strength is alive in the newness that is unfolding. It's right where Jaden is, it's right where Dana is. It is divine presence moving and expressing itself everywhere. I know that this beautiful spirit, this divine light of love and joy and harmony, this divine essence overflows. It blesses, and it is a healing spark. And in this healing spark, right here, right now, I know that divine grace has anchored itself and it has blessed itself in the world, within community, that it goes beyond borders. And I know that there is a healing power. I hear the words that there is the falling away of the things that no longer serve us. And as the falling away of the things that no longer serve us show up in life in a divine way, I know that a healing power resounds itself, that the beauty of life grows and expresses itself as an infinite layer. I'm knowing right here, right now, the beauty of spirit is at work, creating the perfect fit, organizing people in the right way, placing them in the right place in the right situation. I know that the peace that passes all understanding is alive and it is overflowing and expressing itself. I know that this divine presence is God in action, God fulfilled, God overflowing, God expanding itself. And in this space, right here, right now, something powerful has set itself in motion. It is the infinite, growing beyond the infinite, expressing itself. So I know that whether it is a training that takes place this week as we learn and grow new ways of being, or whether it is standing out from a different edge, a different perspective, whether it appears to be a sense of limitation, but we turn courageously and acknowledge the heaven within to prepare the way to speak and fulfill itself within us, to rise in our glory and our greatness, to allow for healing to take place, allowing for grace to unfold, and allow it to move beyond any sense of contradictions, any sense of limitation. And what I'm knowing is in this very moment, there is a mighty blessing. And wherever there appears to be anything less than the divine showing up, anything that is less than what we might call God or good, I know that something powerful has risen in likeness, something far better, something far greater. And I know that in the greaterness, the beauty of spirit shines forth with newness, vibrancy, peace, and harmony. So what I know is these words that I speak, these words now, are anchored and they fulfill itself in a practical way. I'm acknowledging that divine radiance right now within our physical body. And as it fulfills itself in the physical body, I know that it fulfills itself within our physical affairs. I acknowledge it within our mental body and our cognitive skills and awareness. And I know that there is balance, there is harmony, and there is a stabilization that is taking place within our minds, within our brains, that the science, the physics of it all fulfills itself. And I know that beyond that, at the center, in the pineal gland, and beyond that, there is an eye. And that eye is that eye many may call the third eye. But I know that it is the eye of the infinite, influencing, revealing itself. It is grace, and it is that divine presence that sees beyond appearances. And yes, it is the energetic that sets us all up for success. So what I'm knowing is our heart's desires are blessed this morning. Something new has set itself in motion. It is God in action. On this very moment, I give thanks for this divine presence, knowing that it is already fulfilled itself. And in this space, I simply release my words right now into the action of universal law. That simple presence that simply says yes and yes and yes according to our thoughts. And I know that it is said yes with clarity, of wisdom, clarity of understanding, and the clarity of joy. Spirit fulfilling itself and blessing itself right here and right now through each and every one of us. So we simply breathe. And as we're breathing right here, right now, we simply repeat our words into the action of the law. And together, we all learn. And so it
And so it is.
now.
And so it is.
Amen.
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 Amen. And
Amen.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Hey.
I'm going to open my eyes right now. And as I open my eyes, I'm going to look into your eyes and tell you how much I love you. I'm so grateful to have this moment to be with you. And there are a few announcements we're going to make. We're going to be quick with our announcements today. And I just want to, first of all, just let you know and make the announcement the celebration has begun. This is the month of October. I mean, not October. I'm already there in October. I can't wait till October. Not because it's my birthday. Yes, it is because of my birthday. And we also get to celebrate open house in our community. But this is the prelude to it. This week, we will be celebrating in grand and wonderful ways. First of all, today, Reverend Larry begins his celebration of his birthday. He turns 82 years old this month. So I'll let you in on a secret. We have family that have shown up and they're coming to celebrate. So he received a couple of kindly surprises this week. And so we're going to be celebrating, and he's going to be celebrating with family. But next week, we get to celebrate with extended family. So, everybody, I want you to make sure you're here in the room, and I'm going to invite you to bring someone along with you to celebrate this beautiful, auspicious occasion. And we have a recipient for the first Larry Love Award. I'm going to tell you who it is. It is our Amber Guzman. And this is a special award. A lot of people say, well, is it supposed to be for men? No, it's for anyone. Each award carries a certain energy and a vibration, and she brings that vibration. As Reverend Larry is a griot, a storyteller, a wonderful musician, she has her gift and represent these teachings with authority and power. So does she, bringing forth the beauty of spirit. And she's most gracious about this. So we honor her come and celebrate with her and our contributions. There's a wonderful video. Our theme next week is You're Simply the Best. And this is the most important part of remembering who we are, that we are simply the best because the universe does not make any junk. We get to remember that. So I'm going to invite you all to come to celebrate Reverend Larry, to celebrate Amber, and to celebrate yourself. There'll be some kindly surprises. There are going to be wonderful tributes to him. We're going to have a grand time. Now, in the meantime, if you want to hang out with Reverend Larry, I want you to know that he is back this coming Wednesday. He is beginning his book study again. And the book that he has is Key to Yourself. I thought I had the book on my desk. I don't. And that book is a glorious book, and it talks about learning how to grow. He has given that book away to hundreds and hundreds of students. So you will want to make sure you're in the room and to hear the wisdom and the embodiment of who he is. Secondly, we invite you to also be with us next week for his celebration. But on Thursday, we began the celebration of him, and most people are asking, what gift should we bring? Reverend Larry has asked that you participate or make a donation to our technology fund. We're in the process of developing our Purple Heart app, and you'll start to see there is a migration in terms of the change of the logo when you go to the Purple Heart YouTube channel. And there are going to be some other things that are taking place also. So we invite you to come and to be a part of that also. So the Double Good fundraiser starts on Thursday at 12 noon. And it is a 7-day fundraiser. It ends on the 23rd. I'm going to invite you to either purchase popcorn in honor, and 50% of the proceeds will go towards us, and 50% will go to children with special needs. Or you can just Zelle us. And when you Zelle us, that money will go to a special fund. So that information is available on our website. Is there anything else that I need to mention to anyone that's coming up? Did I cover everything, everyone? Okay. Then what we're going to do is turn this over to Reverend Larry. And this is the time where we get to practice our intentional giving. And what I'm going to invite you to do is, like I always, when Reverend Larry and I used to do our tithes and offerings, we always took our tithes and held hands together. And those funds were bound that way. That's part of the secret of our success and our prosperity. I'm going to invite you to do the same thing. So you may be sending digitally, but if you will just take your hands and place your hands over your heart while Reverend Larry leads you today in the prosperity mantra. Can you do that, Reverend Larry?
I'm sure I can.
I'm sure you can too. With authority. We're gonna even allow you the spotlight, allowing you to be seen.
Okay.
This is me.
It's me.
That song resonated with me. Thank you, Amber, for that gift.
Okay. There we go. Okay, we're going to do this 3 times. And I invite you to unmute yourself and repeat after me. I visualize the financial good I expect.
I visualize
the
the
financial
financial good I
expect.
expect.
I see it coming to me now.
I see it coming to me now,
Richly and abundantly.
richly and abundantly.
I claim and accept it for myself now.
I claim and
and
accept it
accept
for
it for
myself
myself.
now.
I am grateful, and so it is.
I
I am
am grateful, and so it is.
Amen, Amin, Ashe.
Amen, Amin, Ashe.
Let's do it for a second time. I visualize the financial good I expect.
I
I
visualize the
visualize the
financial
financial
good I
good I
expect.
expect.
I see it coming to me now,
I see it coming to me now,
richly and abundantly.
richly and abundantly.
I claim and accept it for myself now.
I
I
claim
claim and accept it for myself now.
I am grateful, and so it is.
I'm grateful.
I am grateful, and so it is.
Amen, Amin, and Ashe.
Amen.
Amen, Amin, and Ashe.
And let's do it for a third time. I visualize the financial good I expect.
I
I visualize the
Visualize the
financial
financial
good I
good I
expect.
expect.
I see it coming to me now, richly and abundantly.
I see it
I
coming.
see it coming to me now, richly and
and
abundantly.
abundantly.
I claim and accept it for myself now.
I claim
I
and
claim and accept it for myself now.
I am grateful, and so it is.
I am grateful.
I am grateful, and so it is.
Amen, Amin, and Ashe.
Amen.
Amen, Amin, and Ashe.
Blessings.
Blessings. Wow, that was so wonderful. Thank you, Reverend Larry. Thank you all. I see the wonderful gifts that are coming in, and we do appreciate it. Remember, the Double Good is coming up starting Thursday. Please come and support us. We are transforming and making changes, and we'll be complete with that migration with the Purple Heart app in October and all of those great and wonderful things. Our goal is to always to show up and be a beneficial presence in the world. We want to honor you and support you. That's part of our mission in our lives right now. So we're going to close now with the mantra, "Let there be peace on earth" with Eddie Watkins. I'm going to invite you to get up, move, and remember, movement is an important thing. So I'm going to challenge you to move this week. And I'm going to invite you to walk or whatever it is you need to do, to stretch, to do all of those things. Give yourself at least 30 minutes of just movement. And remember, that is a spiritual practice also. Let's get up and dance with Eddie Watkins now. Take it away, Amber. And after that, we're going to say goodbye to our social media platform.
Let peace begin with you and I. Every man, boy, and girl, woman across the world. Let there be peace on earth, peace on earth, peace on earth, peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth, peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, peace on earth, peace on earth, peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth, peace on earth. The peace that was meant to be with God as our Father, family all are we. Let us focus our families in perfect harmony. Let there be peace on earth, peace on earth, peace on earth, peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth, peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, peace on earth, peace on earth, peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth, peace on earth. The peace that was meant to be. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every single breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on sing it. Everybody sing. Ooh, la 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 la. Ooh, you sound so good. All right. Whenever dark clouds are hovering over and the sun is nowhere in sight, and when it seems like the world is falling to pieces, let me be the one who sheds the light. When this whole world seems mean and cold with no love or humanity, let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Thank you.
Oh, let it begin with me. I'm going to invite you to have the best week ever. I love you. Come and be with us. Reverend Larry is back on Wednesday. Come, I think you will be blessed. Have a blessed week. Goodbye, Facebook.